Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to the channel. So I just thought to just do this. I just finished recording a video. I said, okay, let me talk about a very sad incident that happened yesterday in Nigeria. An Hollywood actor, popularly known as Jnr Pope, he passed away along with other. I think there was a makeup artist in that same boat. There was a lighting guy. I don't know their names, but honestly, it's just so tragic. May their souls rest in peace. And what I think made Nigerians even made it really, really hit hard was the fact that we all saw this video of this young actor saying, "Oh, I don't want to, I beg go now, only me, Deo. I have three children. I don't want that. I'm going to go raise my children and all that." We heard him saying how he wanted to raise his children. He was obviously scared even as he was going on that journey. And sadly, on the way back, on that same, on the way back to wherever he was going to after shooting, he drowned. We're like, what? I think what also made it really hit hard was the fact that there was a glimmer of hope at a point because he was apparently taken to the morgue and the mortician said, no, 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 this guy is not dead. There's still life in him, do something quickly. And then he was taken to, I think, to a native for some rituals or something. I don't know what they said they did. In the end, the guy died, and it was just so sad. And I didn't hear about anyone doing CPR. I heard he was rushed to a hospital afterwards, and I was just thinking, look at all the time that elapsed. I'm like, goodness. So even if he was brought out alive, the time to save him, those critical minutes were lost. He was taken to a mortuary first. Those critical minutes were lost. And it just brings me to the whole thing about health and safety in our nation, Nigeria in general. I think we can do better. There's a lot of laxity in a lot of areas. A lot of questions were asked. Why are they on a boat? Why do they don't have safety jacket? And those are real questions that need to be asked. I wrote something a few months ago about policies around our waterways, because I have been on water in this nation at least twice. I've done the CMS to Apapa ferry. I've done the Port Harcourt to Bonny boat or ferry. So I've been on water here, and you just think, my goodness, you have to think, what about the people? So in both occasions, the one from PH to Bonny, it was very, very well organized. We had all our safety jackets. We're giving all the safety, rundown and all that. How to use our life jackets and all of that. So I felt quite secure, and I can swim as well, even though it's not a matter of swimming, because those water bodies are not small water bodies. And then the one from CMS to Apapa, the same thing. We're giving our life jackets, but I noticed that there was nobody that was telling anybody how to use the life jackets. There was no one making sure that we're actually wearing our life jackets properly. A lot of people just threw on the life jackets. And I was just thinking, what if there's somebody here who cannot swim? What if anything happens to this ferry? We have all sorts of waterway authorities and all that. I'm just thinking more has to be done to prevent these things. More has to be done, because if you look at, if I don't have the statistics handy, but we lose hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people on Nigerian waterways every year when there are boat mishaps, and they happen quite a lot. Earlier this year, there was one that about 300 people perished in that one. But there are a lot of boat mishaps, especially in those riverine communities. Yeah, where people have to go from one part of the other to the other, one part of the nation to the other part of their state or wherever on water via boats. There are a lot of boat mishaps, and every state has a waterway authority. So you are asking yourselves that what are they doing to regulate these boats, these canoes, all these things, to make sure the people who are on these things actually have their life jackets. There has to be some sort of regulation, licensing or something, even at the basest level. Even for those tiny boats, there must be something to show. And then for us as parents, what can we do? Swimming is a life skill. It's said often, and it is the truth. You should make sure your children know how to swim. Like I said, when it comes to those big waves, even a big swimmer will struggle, but it helps. If you can swim, maybe you might have a fighting chance of surviving if you can stay afloat, if you know how to swim in water. Okay, so we might say, we'll never enter boat. Actually, we'll never enter boats. You don't know. I'm sure my parents never knew that me, one day I would do CMS to her papa. They never, I'm sure if my mother was alive, I had told her, she would say, are you okay? What are you doing? But for me, I did to get to where I was going to fast, and it just seemed like, okay, I can do this, And and people go on boats all the time, and in a place like Lagos, to be honest, it should be something that should be done all the it's done all the time. It should be something that should be done more. But we need regulation. We need to make sure that we have proper policies in place to ensure that we don't have this kind of mishaps happening. Now, the Actors Guild has, I think they've done something, they've made some banning and all. That's not really the issue. The issue is that, okay, people are going to continue shooting at some point. What are you going to put in place to make sure these kind of things do not happen again? Before you take actors anywhere, you must make sure that you feel some things. They must all be on their life jacket. They must all have their life jacket. Some things, there must be some kind of certifications. You can't just carry people and put on a boat. People are saying, oh yes, he too, he should not have, but let's leave it. Let's leave that one. Let's leave that one. It's really, really, really sad. It's really, really tragic. Yes, we have responsibilities for ourselves, but it's just a sad situation. That's all I can say. And I just pray for his family, that God will comfort them. 3 children, their father gone just like that. Oh Lord, Lord have mercy. All the people affected, the set guys who were on that boat as well, who I heard that they still haven't been able to recover 1 or 2 bodies. It's just so tragic. People are celebrating. Yesterday was Eid. Muslim brothers and sisters were celebrating, and as they were celebrating, this was how the day ended for with this sad news. So it's it really touched a lot of us, and I just want us to just pray for the families of those who lost, and then we should just think of what we can do. For our policymakers, any of you watching this, please let us think of how our waterways can be made safer, and for us the parents, let us give our children the basic skills they need to learn how to swim. It is so important. God bless you and take care of you.